Good morning, everyone. So since the other day that I got this in, a lot of people have requested that I review this item as quickly as possible. So here I am. And you know what? Let me adjust this camera. It's a little bit sideways there. Ugh. Okay. I'll fix that in a minute. So if I have links for this, I don't know if it's still available. I think it was, but by the time you see this video, maybe it's not. But the links I'll have in the description box are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So this I had picked up, I think, right before the craft day because it was available on HSN, and I wanted to grab it before it ran out. And a lot of people, I was like, this looks familiar. I don't know, but I feel like the other one had like little ants, like they show in one of these examples here from the Stamps of Life. But I think that's from Picnic to Stamp, which I think I have. So hopefully I have it. If I do, I'll be very excited because I feel like the little ants look very familiar to me. But anyway, and then people had made mention that what happened is a huge pallet of basically this order got lost or something, so they had to refund people. This was back in a few months ago, maybe even longer than that. And so now they found the pallet, and so of course they're selling them. So that's basically what happened. So thank you for the info. Either way, I thought I had seen it, but I wasn't sure. Sorry, I have my coffee here. So I was going to use this for Freeform Friday. Friday got really busy. I'm not going to put this video out because now I think about it, that was the giveaway haul reveal kind of thing. Results. The tonic lunch for that cute I love you very much stamp set, stamp club. And which is not really a club, you just pick it up as you feel like every month. So I'll be surprised if it hasn't sold out yet. And then the Diamond Press auto ship. So it's just a lot of going on. So it's not really Freeform Friday, but kind of. That's what I was going to be using this for. So we're seeing it on Saturday. And I was kind of looking through the little inspiration. So basically these are fold-its. And fold-its basically, oh, how cute is that? They made a little shaker. Work like this in that all you do is fold a base card, whatever piece of paper you want to use, you fold it, and then you place the bigger die, the outer die, and you can do this with literally any die set you have, right? On a fold, you can put it on the line here, so it folds and opens this way, or, with the flower, I guess, wherever you want to choose a spot. And then you cut the base again, especially with the flower, because you don't want just that edge to be not there when you go to place the second piece. Obviously it's gonna look funky. So you cut your base and then the topper again and decorate it up, and you have a card. Very easy. This one looks like it's very easy to work with. I might do this one again, or now. I was just planning on doing this one, and in here in the little inspo in the back, I was like, oh, that's cute to make it like more of a 3D thing where it can actually hold something like this. Super easy. So I think this is what I'm going to do, just to show you a little something fun way to play with it. And maybe I'll do this one quickly just because that way you'll see what I mean by fold it. And she has a bunch of fold it, flip it's, this and that. Fold it, again, you can do with any dies. So as you can see, if you're looking at it, there's nothing extraordinary, like special or different that makes it fold. That's what you do. You decide how you want to fold it and how you want your card base folded for that to work out for you. So let me grab some papers and we'll get started. I'll start with the card because it'll be very quick and very easy. I pulled these colors. The green is much brighter the green than I wanted, but I will fix that in a minute. Obviously I can go back and grab a different green, but no, I'm just gonna go with what I picked here. So, how do you want your card? I'm looking at this flower. Definitely looks like a little topper heavier here, and this is, what I'm saying? If I have it this way, that looks kind of odd. It feels like it needs to be oriented like this. Maybe like this, but I feel like this. So, I'm going to take this outer die. I've grabbed this craft cardstock that's just a scrap, and hopefully this will work. It looks like it's a half of a standard A2 size. And I'm just folding it, but of course you can score it. Again, let me pay attention to this again. Oh, look, this is so cute. Actually, she put on there place fold here. You don't have to, but so basically if she says place fold here, then that means she wants the card to look. I'm trying to see how this goes back on here. Of course. Nope, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out where I got this from. I see these 3 little dips. I thought that went here. Yeah, okay. So I had it like this, and I wanted my card base topper to be up there. She says, oh, yeah, we're close. I wanted to be across here, and hers is like across here to here. So I'll just do what it says, because that's very similar to what I was looking at. So we will do that. Place fold here. Okay, and I will tape it And something like that. It's a little deeper than I would go. I'd normally go a little bit higher, but you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. This guy, it looks like it cuts this whole circle out. So what I'm gonna do is just run it through. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. And I have been requested to keep using the tangerine so that you guys can continue seeing it work. So there's that. This one is super basic. Actually, you know what I wanted to show you guys is that we can run more than one thing through. So let me do that. Let me get this ready. Oh, you know what? The green has two different backgrounds. I'll grab a darker green. So anyway, we need all these pieces. Ugh, I do not like when things are like this. It destroys the carrier. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one on here. So I'm gonna cut it down just so it fits better. We can fit more things on here. And that does cut a center, so I'll probably grab a brown piece or maybe some craft cardstock and cut out the center part. So I'll put this on there to cut to. I'm telling you, I just woke up and I'm already having like hives. It just happens, especially right now in the spring. I grabbed this orange because I'm going to cut that main die again, but just on the orange piece. And with this guy, I'm going to use the center part of the leaf. Then I'm going to grab a darker green and do the outer part of the leaf. But really quickly, I just want to show you that you can just pile things on here. I always put a little tape just so it doesn't move. Somebody, you know, with the reviews that are on the machine on Tonic's site said they really love it. They, you know, they just wish that top plate was see-through or was clear. And I'm like, that's the whole problem with the clear plates is the material they're made out of warps, right? Really pretty badly in some cases. So they're not using that material. And I appreciate that. Okay. So again, it's a big plate. So it can hold quite a bit here. That's good. Again, dye into the paper into this orange, not cutting into the white plate. Now, I suppose you can cut into the white plate. I bet you it's not the biggest deal, but it's not recommended, right? You just want to have that one cutting plate. They feel slightly different in material too, so I'm sure people have had accidents where they forget and they cut into that plate. Okay. And again, people ask me if it's hard to turn. No. There are a lot of revolutions because it's a big plate, but other than that, I wouldn't say it's hard to turn. Oh, look at this. This reminds me of the old school die cuts, just the way it came out. So again, I'm going to run a brown piece of paper just in this area. You don't have to cut out a whole flower again. You can just cut a square of paper that's just going to be in the center. Again, I might do it from craft cardstock just to keep that going. And, okay, I'm going to remove that tape carefully. In just a minute. It can take a minute, so I don't want to waste your guys' time. But there's our card base, and I'll remove this tape in just a second here. And here's our little leaf. And we're going to do a little ink distressing on all these things. So I'll run through the main leaf, the outer portion in darker green, and I'll get the brown center. And I'm going to use this same die. Oh my goodness, let me take it off of here. I guess I am going to take it off. I just want to be careful with it, but here we go. Boom. I'm going to take this main die and run it through this orange paper too, because I need the actual flower base again. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to assume the other question you guys might have is if this will fit in the marquee. The dies themselves, and I want to say yes. Let me check it real quickly. I'm just trying to have those guys. But I think if you want to make the fold it, where you fold it in the card, you saw how I had to kind of offset it so much. I don't know that it's going to fit. Let me see. Well, it should. You might just have to cut down your paper. Oh yeah, it fits just perfectly. So like if you had cut down your paper and had it ready. Let me make sure, because if this is on the fold, I guess it was like something like this. Is so funny. This is place fold here, and I can't even line it up from the way it was. It was like this. It's like edge to edge. So yeah, I think you can. And then let me make sure on this one too. This one is right on the edge. Maybe if you angle it just a little bit. Yeah, I think, looks like you can. It's right there. So, okay, what I'm gonna do, here's our card base. Here's that cute little piece. Is just grab some inks. Sorry guys, I have a bunch of stuff I didn't plan to grab my ink yet. This is orange, and I'll just use the orange and then green. And I'm just gonna grab some inks. I will be right back. So of course I didn't grab a green because I was like, I'll just do that later, but let's use this one. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is use my orange. I might grab my yellow little sponge here. So with this orange one, I'm just gonna go around the very edge, just add a little color. I'm telling you, I think these are drying out. I've had these for a while, these stamp pads. Good while now that I think about it. But I've never really had a stamp pad dry out. Not to say that they shouldn't, because obviously they dry out. We add ink, you know, re-ink them and all that. I've just never had one dry out. But I have noticed this quick dry inks are doing that. Okay. I don't know why I grabbed, well, you know why? I like honey pot. Let me, oh, that's cute. Let me do the orange in the center. Kind of going out here. Just to put it a little deeper. See how it's not really, they're pretty dry. All right, there. And then I'll grab my yellow sponge. And I'll use honey pot, even though it's kind of yellow orangey. So I'll do this with all of them, just to add a little texture, see? Oh, be careful, because it has those little, oh, I tore that one. It's has all those little cuts in it, just to give it some texture too, and you can tear them pretty easily. Yeah, it's okay. I'll do the same thing with like the green leaves, just using my green. I'll just add a little green on there and a little brown on this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna glue some of these pieces and then we'll go from there, but like my little leaves. So cute, all that little detail. Just adds so much, just putting some of the ink there. Okay, and then these two guys, of course, it's going to take me a minute to figure. Oh, see, I say that, I excuse that it's going to take me a minute, and then I got it perfectly. If you wanted to raise this up from the orange base, that would be very cute too. I am going to just stick it down. Maybe we'll have the center pop up. So pretty. It's just so cute, and that little detail of adding ink, which I always forget to do. It just happens. I just forget. And then I think I'll pop this guy on here when we're done. So I'm going to clear this area, because if not, I'm going to get ink all over. Okay. I'll be right back. Check this out just to make sure I have this. Oh, I'm not want to glue that down quite yet, because now we have the leaves. So, you know, obviously the leaves are going to go behind the flower. So they should be sandwiched in between here, unless you want to put them in the very back of the card. You know, stick them on the back of the card, which is kind of an interesting thing to do. And then when your recipient opens it, they're still there. I would sandwich it in between is what I want to do. So let's see where this is. That's going to be right on there. And if that's the card, well, too, do you want your card to open sideways or like this? That's what's kind of throwing me off right now. I guess on the side here, hold on. So cute. Okay, I like them there, so I'm going to take this off. I'm going to move these to the side just a little bit, just to add a little something, so I don't really have to have them glued down quite yet. And then I'll eyeball that again, make sure that's where I want them. So cute. Let's look at the card. This thing. She has them out here. It looks like she might have put them behind. They look further back, don't they? But again, you can use this as an accent. It doesn't have to be a card. And so now what I'm going to do is put glue on this as opposed to on my card base. Topper, should I say. And pop this side in here. And you see what I did? I got a little glue out where I don't want it. So I'm going to push that back in. And here too. So that's part of the beauty of the Nuvo Deluxe. It dries completely clear. A little bit shiny, but not really. So I'm gonna hold that down for a little minute. And then I'm just gonna pop this on. So supposedly that was gonna be quick. I think that was kind of quick for a little card. And then of course you can add a little sentiment or just have a shaped card or stick this on a gift or something. I think that'd be really cute. Oh. I'm just gonna pop this in here. Just a little dimension on that one. Look at that. We have a little card. Very cute. So let me grab the basket items. Okay guys, so full disclosure, it's a whole other day now. I had to go, obviously the day got away from me, I had to go run some errands. And one of those errands was trying to work something for my husband. So I had to go on base and I stopped by the Naval Branch Hospital because I thought, oh, maybe they're giving the COVID shot now to, you know, beneficiaries or dependents, however you want to call the person that's, you know, spouses, kids, those kind of things. And they were. So I got my Pfizer shot, the first one, and my arm is very sore, this arm over here. But other than that, nothing else. A little bit sore just in my jaw, which is kind of funny because later, it's like if you went to get to the dentist and they kind of worked on you and you had your mouth open for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets that little soreness like in the back of your jaw. And then I remembered, I remember my husband saying something about that too when he got his shot. His arm was super sore, like almost immediately, like within a couple minutes. So I was like, oh. And then his jaw was a little bit sore, which is kind of interesting. On that same side, just on the side where I got my shot, which was my left arm. So I put that on Instagram, and a lot of people, it's so sweet. People are like, congratulations, you know. I thought, oh, is it a time to celebrate, I suppose. And then I heard from a few people who said, you know, they're immunocompromised and still haven't gotten their appointment. So I'm so sorry, or they just got their appointment. So I, you know, hang in there. Just because of the, you know, getting that shot doesn't mean I'm gonna go and do a bunch of stuff. I'm still gonna keep a low profile because I still don't want to get sick, right? But just having that's pretty cool. So I have my appointment to return, and hopefully I'll take Diego on Monday. He was kind of bummed out. I told him to come with me, and he didn't, and it turned out they were giving it, so oh well. So on this one, so that's a complete side note. But yeah, so I'm excited to have that. I'm gonna make like that little basket that I showed you in the kind of examples. So if you wanted to do that, otherwise it does say place fold here, and I don't know if they mean across here. Well, I guess they mean across here, right? If you fold your paper. But you can do it, I would say you can do it on this side is what I would prefer, and it does say place fold here. So, you know, there's a couple different places that would make sense, right, to fold your card. So all I'm gonna do with this one is cut 2 of these out of the base. And I'm only going to cut one of the front just because I'm not going to decorate the back one, but if you wanted to, you can definitely do that. What's cute about this is it really has 3 layers. So actually it has a ton of layers because these pieces are all going to fall apart. I don't know if you can see that this piece and this piece are going to come away, and so is this, and so is this, and so is this. So, you know, you can use it however you like. I do want to use this little basket weave too, though. So I'm going to cut this out all at once. But like I said, it's all going to kind of come apart. So I guess you're going to kind of eyeball where you want everything to go back in. If you wanted a different color here, I wouldn't use this yet. And that's going to come apart from a different color of basket or whatever you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and just do this just to have the 2 layers. That's funny. I was like, why is that not staying? Okay, well, something like this, I am going to tape it down. And let me answer the question as far as if this will go through the marquee. Which I'm pretty sure it will, but let me grab a... I know we had looked at it earlier and said it's just there, so let me just actually look at it now. It's just right on the line. I don't know if you can see that. Like right there. So, I suppose you want to see me try it. Let's try it. Just in case. Of course, this one will, because this one is smaller, but this is the biggest die here. So I'm going to cut my paper right to the edges of this. I would say, I don't know why I'm showing you. I might as well try it, right? Okay. Oh, and in the meantime, I also got the interactive wheel auto ship came in. So I'll show you that in just a second here. Ooh. This one. The one that is for the tiny messages or tiny notes or tiny messages, I guess it was called. The one that has the spinny wheel, the auto ship. I signed up for. I bought my own set, even though Diamond Press send me a set because I want the auto ship. Guaranteed. Well, you know, I shouldn't say guaranteed because I know there's a lot of nightmare scenarios sometimes when people are like, they lost it, they won't send a new one, and they do that. If HSN loses it, or like, you know, I'm saying it's lost in the mail, or your card has expired and you didn't know, they will not send it to you again. There you go. All right, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna cut another one of these and then I'm gonna run this guy through and I'll be right back. Let me put some of these things away before we start misplacing stuff, sticking things where they don't belong here. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna say it's gonna completely fall apart. How easily everything just comes out. So cute. My videos aren't always gonna be about, you know, if the tangerine will cut this or that, or, you know, just people are asking about it more recently and they really want to see it in action before the thing sells out again or however. So, okay. So I made my basket look like a basket, very basic. Well, let me bring these pieces back because this is scary to me. Hold on. I think I should place this part first, maybe. Okay, hold on. I just want to see if it's supposed to have like some, and as you can see, I put that inside die a little bit crooked because I can see that it looks a little bit different. There's a thickness here that's not here. That's okay. All right. Let me kick another, and so cute. If you wanted to make actual brads to go in those holes or get some brads, then do that. Where am I? I'm always looking for like this. Here we go. I don't know why. Sometimes it's hard to pick up papers. Somebody said as they got older, it was harder for them to pick them up. I don't know if that's what it is. Not because I can't grab it myself. It's just like my fingers do not want to. They don't stick to my fingers, you know. Okay, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's about the right distance. Like about how much edge is supposed to be on here. So I'm just putting glue on this like this, but of course we can put glue on the back of your hand and pat it into that if you really, really, really want that to stick. Or of course your Xyron, other things. I never really mentioned those because I just don't have good luck with them, so I don't use them. And that's that about that. Let's see here. Try and give myself a nice. Okay, move that guy out of the way before it gets glued down. Okay, I'm gonna hold this down for just a minute. But yeah, you can make little holes and put brads in there just so it looks like it moves. And we have plenty of brads, you know we do. We can use those up. Okay, I'm gonna let this set up for just a minute before I move on though. Okay. I'm not doing any shading on this. It does look much lovelier when you add a little ink. So maybe that's something you wanna do. But for now, I'm just gonna move on because I wanna make the flowers and we're using, I already made the other card. So I need to start speeding it up a little bit. So I'm just making this up. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could put it wherever you want as far as up or down or what kind of spacing you want to give yourself. Oh, and I've had a lot of people recently ask, I guess because I showed them in a video, I think on one of the Diamond Press videos, about these little bags, and they asked me where if I have a link or whatever. My generic Amazon link will take you right to these bags, just because, or pouches, however you want to call them. Because with Amazon, I just haven't seen it. I don't see where you can get just the generic link like I have for everything else. So I chose a product, and I thought that was a good product to choose, and so it'll take you to Amazon with my affiliate link, but it'll take you right to those bags. Pouches, however. Oopsie. All right, well, I'm gonna take a moment to just stick these guys down. And, oopsie. I will be right back. I will say one more thing about those pouches. There are name brand ones and the ones that go to wherever. The one I have is just a generic, inexpensive set. So, okay, I'm gonna add these two on these other sides and I'll be right back. Okay, so time to do a little math. And you know, I looked at the front cover. I didn't look at it before. She keeps it all tight, so everything was together. See how I left spaces here? If you look at Stephanie's example, of course you can do whatever you want. She keeps it right next to each other so that the border's just around here. And I kind of split the difference on mine. So however you like, whatever you like. I feel like that makes it pop a little bit though. But it looks cute all pushed together too, because you're not, you know, guessing and checking that out. So we are going to make this into a basket. And I did see my ruler. Here it is. Remember I told you guys I misplaced it again. It was on the floor and I never picked it up. Okay. So the base of this, I'm talking about the base like here, is, you know, I'm just arbitrarily measuring somewhere, 4 3/4. So let's say if we add in a little base that's 4 1/4 inches, 4 1/4 inches long. And then how high is this? From the very base to the top, it's 2 3/4. So let's say 2 1/2. So what did I say? 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. Let me write this down on the same scrap paper. Okay, 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. And how wide do we want it? Let's say that's 2 inches. That's kind of big. How about 1 1/2 inches? You can do however wide you want. So if it's 1 1/2 inches wide, we need a little something on either end to help us glue it. And let's give ourselves a lot just so that it's easy to do. So if it's 1 1/2 inches, let's say 2 1/2 inches strip. Like the strip itself needs to be 2 1/2 inches wide. And then 4 1/4 plus 2, 4 1/4 plus 2 1/2. So we need to add 2 1/2 twice. So that's 5 inches plus 4 1/4 at this point, 9 1/4 inches. So I need a strip that's 9 1/4 by 2 1/2 inches. Okay, I'm gonna cut that from this beige paper and I'll be right back. And basically, we're gonna score it at 2 1/2 inches on either side and a 1/2 inch on the long side. So on these long sides, 1/2 inch. Half inch. So this is just gonna make like a little generic box that kind of fits inside what we did here. And then I said at what, 2 1/2 on either side. 2 1/2. And 2 1/2. Okay. Oh, I almost cut into that one. Okay, we're gonna use all the pieces though, basically. Like there's nothing that we're gonna cut away that's like a whole section to cut away. So what I do wanna show you is, I guess we can fold it now. So let's say, I'm not even gonna bone fold it because it's gonna be tucked in anyway. These 1/2 inch pieces are what's gonna be glued to the sides of the insides. So basically it's something like this, right? But we're gonna glue these pieces up. So what we wanna do, everything's scored and folded, is cut away some of this. So I'm just gonna do like a little triangle like this, I guess, going into that section. I'm not trying to make it match up, I just need to cut away some excess. You can only cut away some excess, it just looks nicer this way, but if you only want to do one area to cut away, that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to do the flowers in this one because this video is probably long enough already, but this will give you an idea of what you can do. You can make the same thing, a basket out of the sunflower, of anything really, just add a base, that's all you got to do. I think I've done it in the past before. So this is hopefully what will go in here. Ooh, we did good, guys. We did good. All right. Yes. Okay. That makes me very happy. So I'm going to put glue on the whole thing just to get it slapped down in one fell swoop. But if you want to inch along, then, you know, you can do that. I'm just going to kind of hold it, oopsie, in the position that I would think would look the best. What's cute about this is that we can even really take the shape of the basket. Okay, I'm gonna hold that there. I like that. What I mean by that is like I'm kind of tilting it out a little bit. Nouveau Deluxe. It gave me a second to work with it. I'm positioning it out like this. If you want it straight up and down, you can do that too, of course. But from the top, it just looks cuter when it's kind of the same shape. And I can probably push that one out a little bit more to match this up, but I didn't, so here we are. Okay. And for the next side, this one should be easier to place because you pretty much already have it placed. What fun! I love this. Oh, I was going to mention, well, now that I'm making a basket, the cute basket from Tonic is also still available, the showcase. If you're thinking about maybe something cute for Easter. I don't know their shipping time frame right now, though. So Easter is what? April, beginning of April? I said this one's going to be easier to place, but you know what? Actually, I do want to eyeball that pretty well. And I suppose if you want it to stand up, you really want it to be about the same. That's good. But if you order that showcase, don't forget that you have it and make your little baskets. They're so cute. Okay, this one will for sure make it in time for Easter, I would think. They're in stock on HSN. I just checked, actually. Look at that. So cute. Okay, like I said, I wasn't really planning on making flowers, but I feel like we need a few flowers, don't we? Okay, fine. I'm just going to run these flowers through in different colors, the outside portion. And this one cuts 2 different colors, so I'll probably cut it out in like a green plus like a cute color and a couple leaves, okay? And I'll be right back. I have lots of little pieces here. Again, I'm not going to distress these, but I have extra pieces, obviously, when I went to get the green. You know, we're kind of far away right now. And I just used the same colors from earlier, so I was playing out some juicy colors, which would be really cute. Oh, I'll make a little white basket with some really fresh colors. I think it'd be really cute. I can't tell if this is symmetrical completely. I think it's not, but I'm just going to pop it down like that looks right. Again, we can pop up the centers on some of these if you wanted, or all of them. Or put a little rhinestone in there instead of this center. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to layer them all up like that, and then the leaves, of course, just pop this one on top of this piece here. And I'll be back. Okay, get some little extra bits here. And you can put these wherever it is that you like. I think I'm going to pop some of those up and then just put some little flower, the leaves in here and there. Cute. I get some 3D glue gel for that last one. I pop that up. Trying to see what that might look like. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe I'll put this a little more this way. And that's it. Maybe add a little twine. Of course, like a little gift tag would be really cute to add along with your twine or something. Just something different. Maybe one of those little, I don't know, maybe not. That's maybe one of those little bows I've been making more recently. Again, little old school bows that you wrap around your fingers a few times. But for now, I'm going to put this here. Cute little gift basket that actually holds quite a bit. Really cute. All right, guys, in the example, I think she had put like little like fake flowers in there, which is very cute. So I hope you like both of the projects. Again, it is still available, which I was surprised. So if you need that, or if you like this set, you can go ahead and go pick that up. But look at that. I'll have the links in the description box. So cute together. And look at how the inking just adds, it adds quite a bit. And then this one just looks sweet and cute and clean. So however you like to do it. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.